The Austrian Grand Prix has frequently been all about close finishes, and our poll for your favourite race was no exception. That amazing finish, Keke Rosberg, Elio De Angelis, 1982, 31% of you voted for that. Then there was Nigel Mansell, 1987, at his inimitable best, 34%. And 35%, that's how close it was, voted for 1999. Let's have a look at the highlights of that classic race. With Ferrari's Michael Schumacher sidelined due to the leg injury he sustained at Silverstone, McLaren Mercedes dominated qualifying, with Mika Hakkinen on the pole and alongside him David Coulthard. Mika won the start, but David, in the tow, found himself down the inside going into turn 2. He could have braked earlier, but then Mika could have given him more room. The 1998 champion spun to the back of the field. With the position stabilising at the front, attention focused on the brilliance of Mika Hakkinen. Angry after the incident, he sliced his way through the midfield with surgical precision, hanging back when he needed a run on exit, plunging late on the brakes when there was no other option. Every car was a target for the remorseless Hakkinen. He set fastest lap and then went quicker still. Although all the teams were racing this year on Bridgestone tyres, there were differences in wear rates. Rubens Barrichello, who'd been leading Irvine since the Turn 2 incident, came in for his tyres and fuel. Then it was Coulthard's turn. Irvine, for his part, stayed out there, extending the tyres' usage. By the time he stopped, the lead was his. Now the race reached its climax. Irvine led Coulthard, but David was catching the Ferrari. Further back and sensing now a podium finish, Mika continued his charge. Jordan's Heinz-Harald Frentzen fought hard, but eventually Mika braked impossibly late into the blind entry of turn 1. Next in Mika's sights was Barrichello. Rubens' great drive came to naught when the engine blew in a cloud of expensive smoke. Coulthard rhythmically closed the gap. This was no Monaco. You could pass here in Austria, as Mika had proved all day. And so they came to the final lap. The crowd seized the moment. The McLaren was on the Ferrari's rear wing all round the circuit, looking for a gap. Irvine, excellent in defence, perfectly positioned and paced his Ferrari, obliging Coulthard to come slightly out of the throttle just when the Scot wanted to floor it. Out of the last corner they came, and Irvine had it, pulling his car across to the pit wall and raising his arm in team salute. He'd consolidated his new seniority at Ferrari with a classic win, and the World Championship was for him now a real possibility. Coulthard was second, and Mika Hakkinen a superb third, a result, as it turned out, that would help him to win the cliffhanger that was to come in the season's finale. A great race by any standards, so many components coming into play there. Watch out for our next poll in the build-up to the British Grand Prix at Silverstone.